Hi everyone, my name is Valerie Villar and welcome to week 2 of City Nights. Last week, Joseph spoke on kingdom culture versus church culture and knowing the difference and how it plays a huge role in the lives of Christ followers. But this week, I would like to speak on empathy. Before diving any deeper, take a mental note of what empathy means to you. According to Psychology Today, empathy is the ability to recognize, understand, and share the thoughts of feelings of another person, animal, and fictional character. Developing empathy is crucial for establishing relationships and behaving compassionately. It involves experiencing another person's point of view rather than just your own point of view. And it enables pro-social behavior for helping other people with that as well, rather than being forced. My hope is that your idea of empathy parallels the true form of what the emotional trait is. In the Bible, there are passages that illustrate Jesus' empathy for people. Here is a quick-fire list of just a few examples of how Jesus experienced another person's thoughts and feelings. Matthew 9:36. When we saw the crowds, he was compassionate on them because they were confused and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. In Matthew 14:14, we read, when Jesus landed and saw a huge crowd, he had compassion on them and healed their sick. Matthew 15:32, Jesus called the disciples to him and said, I have compassion for these people. They have already been with me these days and have nothing to eat. I did not want to send them away hungry, or they may collapse on the way. Mark 8:34, when he went ashore, he saw a great flood and had compassion on them because they were like sheep without a shepherd. And he began to teach many things. Luke 7:13, when the Lord saw her, his heart went out to her, and he said, don't cry. Luke 10:33, but a Samaritan, as he traveled, came where the man was, and when he saw him, he took pity on him. Luke 15:20, so when he got up and went to his father, but this was while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him, and kissed him. If Jesus exhibited this kind of love and understanding for people in the Bible, if Jesus exhibits this kind of love and understanding for people of this current age, why do Christians fail to follow the footsteps of their supposed king? It's like saying that you're a huge fan of ice cream. Ice cream is your favorite dessert, the taste is immaculate, but the only caveat is that you've never actually eaten ice cream and experienced it for yourself. If you never eat it, you will never truly know how good it is. That is why it is so important to remain close to God by praying and reading your word. And reading his word daily, because then you begin to take on characteristics of who he is and the way he is. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. If you remain in him, he will remain in you. So I know many of you enjoy science, and I find it very difficult to correlate your innate curiosity with the hard factual evidence with the existence of an omnipotent God. But today we're going to be talking about how the Bible is a way for you to choose and follow and show empathy through factual evidence. So according to Psychology Today, the best way to think about empathy is an innate capacity that needs to be developed and to see it as detail in a larger picture. Infants learn to identify and regulate their emotions through successful dyadic interactions with their caretakers, primarily their moms. An attuned mother who's receptive to her child's needs and cues is one who permits her baby to thrive and to develop emotionally by having his or her emotional states recognized and responded to. The groundwork is laid for just that, for a child to have a sense of self-worth and in others. In time, that seed grows into empathy and capacity for intimate connections. This is called secure attachment. Children who don't experience this kind of dyadic interaction with a diminished sense of self, difficulties managing and regulating emotions, and sometimes are impaired by capacity for empathy. The avoidantly attached individual isn't comfortable in intimate settings and has trouble recognizing his or her own emotions as well as those of others around them. The anxiously attached adult may lack the ability to moderate emotions and may end up being swept up in someone else's emotions, and that isn't empathy. Empathy plays a huge role in the development of self and aids in the development of others. Today, I want you to think about ways we can create a culture of empathy. How does being empathetic or receiving empathy impact others?